Hey, what's up? I'm Dom and welcome to the first video on my new YouTube channel PC Tips with Dom. In today's video, we're checking out how to make storage space on your PC. Now this video is useful for someone who's looking to save a little bit of storage space by deleting files which are no longer needed, or for someone who generally has low storage space on their PC. Let's go! Now there are many ways of making space on your PC. The most simple and basic way is simply by going to your file explorer and going into all of your folders and deleting stuff that you no longer need. The other way, which I tend to recommend, is using a program called CCleaner. CCleaner is a program I've used for many years now. I highly recommend it. We're going to skip the health check for now. Alright. So if we go to custom clean, now all of these files listed here, they are files that your PC has made. They're not files that you've made, they're files that your PC has made for you. So we're talking about internet cache, history, cookies, download history, saved passwords, and that type of stuff. So do be careful with this, because it will delete stuff like your passwords if you've saved them. There's a lot of stuff here that can be deleted. Same goes for applications like your browsers, even Spotify data, like songs that you may have downloaded onto your local drive. So you simply press analyze. It will tell you how much space you can save. Now one thing I will say is that this method won't clear a huge amount of space. Alright, it's going to tell us in a moment how much space we're going to clear exactly. The other way, of course, is by going into your control panel and open the wrong screen. Go into uninstall programs. Now with uninstalling programs, be very careful here. Only uninstall programs that you don't use anymore. So for example, I don't use AnyDo anymore, so I'm gonna press uninstall. Do I want to install? Yes. And that would have cleared a small amount of space. Not a huge amount of space, just a small amount of space. So yeah, close Google Chrome. Obviously, if you are doing something on your browser, I highly recommend closing it all down first. So, okay, that's taking a while. So yeah, as you can see, it's, well, that much data can be cleared. That's not a huge amount. 3,942 megabytes is not a large amount at all. So you then just press run cleaner and all of those files will be deleted from your PC. Now this might take time if you haven't done this for ages. But yeah, the thing is, alright, this will never clear a huge amount of space. If you're someone who stores a lot of things on your PC, I highly recommend investing in an external hard drive. They range from around £35 I've seen online nowadays for a 500 gigabyte hard drive, just for storage space. I mean, now what I tend to recommend as well is buying a external hard drive. The external hard drive will allow you to store your files off the device, which will make it into a backup, I guess, which obviously is pretty good, because if your PC goes down, then at least you'll have access to that. So right, that's done the cleaning. It hasn't cleaned much, like I said. Now the go-to method, which I highly recommend, is using a tool which I've used for, once again, many years. The tool itself is called WinDirStat, and it's available free of charge. And by the way, what I will do as well is I'll link all of these tools in the bio. WinDirStat. Okay. So this is WinDirStat, and what that does is it scans your hard drive or hard drives, like in my case, and then it presents you with an awesome graph Now, what you have to understand though is that most of the time the files that come up on this tool are files that you have made yourself. So they could be your photos, they could be your videos, and that type of stuff. So be very wary what you delete on this, and if you're not sure, I highly recommend googling the file before you delete it, because your system might become unstable and unusable. It might also be worthwhile doing a system restore point just in case you need to go back in time. So I'm just going to scan my C drive, as that's what's using up a huge amount of space at the moment. So you get a nice little Pac-Mans there, nice to see. Now, like I said, this is going to take a very long time, depending on your computer. So I guess I'll see you once it finishes. Okay, so the process has now finished, and it's brought us this amazing chart which shows you a lot of data basically. So say for example we click this big red square here, and it's going to take me to a movie file. So obviously that's taking up 3.7 gigs, which is quite a lot. According to this anyway, it's taking up almost 17.9%. If you click this big square here, that's a system file there. It's taking up 13 gigs. It's a large movie file, 2.1 gigs. What you can also do is select like parts. So for example, if I press, let's have a look. If I press that, it'll give me what that entire sort of block there is as well. So for instance, it's giving me all of these are boot disks, which are 5.7 gigabytes, a lot of storage space. Let's have a look what else so we have here. You got Ubuntu, that's obviously going to take up a lot of storage space. And to delete these, by the way, all you do is right click and delete. Obviously you can send it to the recycling bin, or you can properly delete them. Continue. So that's going to delete it, and the chart is going to reload. I've religiously used this tool for many years now. I couldn't fault it, I couldn't recommend it enough. Just a word of advice: be extremely careful with what you delete, especially if you select delete with no way to undelete, because your system might become unbootable. Alright, so yeah, that's it for this video. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And while you're here, why don't you check out my other channel, Tech with Dom, where I review awesome tech and make other tech videos. Till next time, ta-da!